good evening. Yema Obibia Ajo. You are all welcome. You are all welcome to AstroRishi page. The Obibia say. So, what joining in Umbre? Baby Bia Obiano. In him saying, Yami Adaroma, Yankupompa Bontino, or you are all welcome to the page. Mr. Was Obibia Baswa, no one shall video. When you say Obibia, yes, Madam I say, with the money now, Sisamaba, Madam Sisamaba, happy Ekadasi, and they Ekadasi, the whole world, Obibia, Unimaba Ekadasi. I know, say you are observing some austerity. And they Ekadasi. I mean, we say Obibia Unimaba Ekadasi. You are doing one way or the other. You are doing something. Yes, you are doing something. You are all welcome. You are all welcome to the platform, AstroRishi. Thank you very much for coming. We did so Obia Huye. Obia Huye. Adaroma until Obia Huye. You are all welcome. Please share the video. Share the video. Invite more friends to join. Share the video. And then you will see discussing about austerity. Today is also very auspicious for this topic because today is a Ekadasi. And then Ekadasi when you say Nkrofobebre are trying to do some austerities that they can be able to relate to. And maybe I'm betting me a year or many say betting me abua. I know saying that a lot of people are doing different thank you. Share the video, invite more friends to join us. Without Obibia, Sinyame Inshira Obibia. Send what joining in. So, and then you basically discussing about austerity. Austerity. Thank you very much. We want to discuss about austerity. A country. Yes, austerity. Yati most of us we are conversant with it, but today I want to share some more deeper understanding, some more information's importance. Nema ebe boy ametimi. Yes, ebetimi aboy yetimi taking part in more doing austerity. So if you come on the platform, please share the video for me. Share the video so that other people also can benefit. It's very, very important. I would like that when you come on the platform, just stay for some time and just listen to some things before you start commenting. That would be the best way to know what to say, because as I said, what thing you may be as and son and what you make decisions. One thing you may be as you may make mistake na a chino, you'll be thinking say me sorry, I didn't know this. Until message say will be a platform in the Subiano. When you come on the platform, try much as possible to stay for some time, listen to whatever I'm saying. If it's important for you, if it's not important, just leave. If it's important, you can take some of the information to help yourself. You are all welcome. Dr. Hassan, you are all welcome. Thank you. Abraham, Medasi Bibri. So, our country is austerity. And then so a very, very good day to discuss this topic. And then a very good day is meeting me actual Nima Bibri see afa austerity. I know say any dominion or any religion that you belong to, there is always emphasis on austerity. The Christian part, the Hindus, the Muslims, even the traditionalists, those who are worshiping our forefathers, they have understanding of austerity. And they perceive more importance, more information about austerity. So I'll watch video. Opese oti ade America. Opese oti Asia. It will be very good, say you stay for some time, listen to whatever I'm saying. You cannot conclude by just watching for just 1 minute or 2 minutes. At least you watch for some time, understand where I'm coming from and where I'm going. Then you can be able to judge. To the message will be a Uber platform this one. No one share video no. You stay for some time to listen to whatever I have for you. And then your auspicious day, and then Ekadasi, the 11th day of the waning moon, and 11th day of the waxing moon. Biano, all practitioners of the Vedic philosophy or the Vedic path, the 11th day of the waning moon, the 11th day of the waxing moon, biano, ye fasting. Now fasting we know very, very important. Obi bia owo wiase bia mu a owo wiase mu a onya country no, then you have a problem. You have a problem because this is what see a conscience. And there a Kadasia, the 11th day of the fortnight of the waning moon. A very, very important day to fast. Very, very important. And there, you perceive a tray in your biasia you can benefit from. I can't you plan anything. I can't you say what will be beer a factor say you can be able to eat. Will be beer a diane where diane si ho. We decided say and that dear from this time to this time I will not take anything. Me in fact, I will not eat anything, I will not drink anything. That is austerity. You having everything there and you say you don't have the food and you say you are doing fasting. No. When you have it and you have been able to control your mind, control your the ability, the urges of eating, you have been able to control it, that today from this time to this time I'm not going to take anything, I'm not going to drink anything. That is austerity. and you say uni bibia, you don't have any food, then because that is the situation you find yourself, then you say, oh, I'm fasting. No. Austerity means you have it. You have all the ingredients. You have all the things that you can enjoy it without having any problem, without the permission of anybody. But you have put in some discipline to yourself that I will not take this thing because I want to gain something from this. Sɛ ɛnnɛ ɛyɛ ekadasi, menim sɛ mo bebree a mo fasting, you are trying to fast on this ekadasi. You have many things. You have food in the house, you have everything in the house, but because you have a goal, you have something bibia ɛda w'ani so a wopɛ sɛ wonya nti, you deprive yourself of not eating those kind of things. That is austerity. And you be a only baby. Now, because of the situation, we choose to stay without eating, and I say without drinking. It's austerity, a idea you yourself have decided. You have decided to undergo the process without being forced to do it. Yen share will say yet, but what Jinwan will say, you need to do something. It will attract some positive influence to yourself. You need to do some activity bia ebe boa ama ade bia da wani so no wonsa etimi aka. That is austerity. Now austerity no mostly is associated with spiritual, because se uchi wa uyem koma enema bebre ene koso ewo hunam unipadua ni mu. If you are able to do austerity, a lot of things takes place within your system, both materially and spiritually. I know say yenumu bebre no ye fi the Christian background. Yenim nkrofo bebre a omo Bible mu a they undergo some austerity to attract mercy of the Lord. Yenim nkrofo bebre a omo the Quran mu a they also perform some penance, some austerity to attract mercy from God. And yenim nkrofo bebre so a they are in the Vedic literatures anymore. They also perform severe austerities to gain some boons, some blessings, some benedictions via a boawom it makes them to be who they are. And you can talk about them, their lives in many of the scriptures. It's our country very important in our life. Timisi ende eye ekadasi, the 11th day of the waning moon and the 11th day of the waxing moon biano. All the practitioners of the Vedic cultures, they all do some austerity. We fast. Na yenye fasting no enye fasting 6 to 6, because we value time. Every time have its own influence. Time will be any personality that is ruling that time. Anytime be a austerity biara no, there was specific time I started and there was specific time I breaking. Ana enye common in the other sect no, but yenye austerity no is well detailed with the time of starting, with the time of ending. And today is very, very auspicious to do fasting. Enye de bia na ye austerity, enye de bia na ye fasting. Enye de bia na ye fasting. Ye won krofo bebre, you can see from the Bible. When Jesus Christ wanted to attain some particular level of purity, he underwent 40 days fasting. When Jesus Christ wanted to achieve some level of spiritual advancement, he went to do austerity. That means it's very, very important in the life of the practitioners. In Kophobia, they are following those kind of sects. They are following Jesus Christ. Austerity is very important in their life because their master or the person who is leading them also exhibits, or his life was exemplary to that austerity lifestyle. Intino obi bia odi Jesus Christ should understand the basics or the fundamental principles of austerity. Enye only Christians, and I say enye only Hindus, and I say enye only Muslims. All other sects, they believe in austerity. In the Vedic literature, they are great ascetics, great sages are. They underwent so many. Thank you. They underwent so many austerity for thousands of years. Because of that, austerity now, they were able to achieve some benedictions. They were able to achieve some benedictions in life. Obi bia bibi da wani so bibi si wani so a opese achieve in life. You want to achieve in life. Austerity should be part of your life. Because now bibi bia we don't care about many things. We don't care about how we want to live our life. So everything just go inside our mouth. But obi bia oti sunsum inyemaseno, he doesn't play with austerity. That person doesn't play with austerity because he knows that austerity makes who you are. A build you both spiritually and physically, materially. The austerity is very, very important. And say obi bia osum nyame bia no odi austerity be diagro. Obi bia osum nyankopon bia no and say odi austerity diagro, because austerity is one of the foundation of your progress. Obi bia osum nyame na austerity eni wa kwamu a you cannot rise up. You cannot rise to any level because you have not been able to achieve some level of understanding in this form. Austerity is very, very important. I don't know what name you are worshiping your God or whatever process you are following, but austerity is very important and very significant in your life. Austerity you will always fall down. Yes. Untimi rise in spiritual platform. You cannot rise. Like there's a story in the Vedas. I account a lot about austerities, different stories. I narrated the previous day. Now I account about Hiranyakashipu, because he wanted to achieve some mystical potency. He undergoes severe austerity for thousands of years. He underwent thousands of austerity. Because opese onya some tumi bino intino. Ochini yamu come thousands of years. Now because that those processing, he was able to achieve it. To be biara who were the part of Christian or Muslim, wherever platform bia or bia sect bia or join bia. And sese uma austerity a power. Always you have to be austere. Austerity enye aduane die nko. Mostly in Crawford say austerity eye wochire wo yam nkom nko a eye austerity. Debi enye wo yam chire nko a eye austerity. Austerity of the mouth. Austerity of the mouth. Echire say unkam insema ehunhia. That is austerity of the mouth. You say very important issue. You don't talk things which is not necessary. Things which are not going to create good vibration or good things for people. And yet that is the austerity of the mouth. Wano enkan sembibri. You are able to analyze it and say things that will benefit people. Obi oha oti asem a ontimi analyze no na adwene entimi analyze no bibia na efinenu mu ba asem bia na efinenu mu ba asem a ebe affecting nkrofo abrabo negative no na no we ebeka. Ntino say if you are able to abstain or you are able to practice austerity of the mouth, enye insem nina ne be fit wenum aba. That is the austerity of the mouth. Austerity of the eyes. Yes, make us say I mostly don't Crawford being say austerity no say watching we yamu kom enkoa. There be austerity of the eyes. Say u check in nema udi wani we ehye. Say u hfa wani enhwe enema emfamfaso embre wa brabo. Emfamfaso embre nkrofo a omowo environment. That is the austerity of the eye. Enye bibia na udi wani we ebehye. Now, we call Facebook and I say Instagram, Twitter, all the social media platforms. You see, say, "Nima be brain ekoso, nkrofo be brain posting yema." But because you know how to control yourself, and I say you are you are austere of the eyes, no, you will not look at anything, and you be bia na odi anyway ebeshe. That is the austerity of the eye. Austerity of the ears. Austerity of the ears. Yasunwe bibi bia epese etie. Bibi bia we no asunwe pese etie. Ntini se opese oboa ho spiritually, you have to adapt the principle, this philosophy, this practice of austerity of the ear. If you want to help yourself, you have to cultivate this principle of austerity of the ear. Enye bibi bia na wutie. Enye bibi bia na ode waso we ebetie. Obia pese otie bibi. Otie asem bi, opese otie asem bi na ne ji anase opese otie asem for obi ho. But if you have been able to adapt these principles, austerity of the ears, enema, you select what you hear. You select the things that you want to hear. Enye bibi bia na obetie. Enye enyum bia na obetie, because se inkofo amoton nyum no. Obi bia oton nyum no. Oton nyum na or the emotions and his energy. He puts all those things in his musics. Whoever is singing, whoever is talking, is putting his energy and vibration in whatever he's saying or whatever he's singing. It affects your consciousness. It affects your mood. See, sometimes you listen to some songs, it really motivates you. Sometimes you listen to some songs which it deforms or brings you down. It brings your morale very down. Your morale down. Because nipa na auto nyumono or the energy ni vibration atachi enyumono edi nyumonechi. Wakotu se obi kasa, wakotu se obi ka obi ho asem. Ewo social media so when you are soon and a wuti or sending that energy into your ears, and that vibration will dominate you. You know how to select what you hear. You will not be affected by those kind of energies. You have to understand and also imbibe by the principle of austerity of the ear. Enye bibi bia na obeti. Sometimes obeti nyumbi obinyum. Na on your own you are okay, but the moment you listen to the song, the vibration of the song, na some urges be are arising from your heart and I say within you. Some urges be about mu as opesa wo yade, because obi bia oye bibi or kasem or tunyum or send that vibration in his voice. Ntini se woti enyum na that song no enye enyum no mainly, but voice ne die chire no penetrate to your system, your body, your heart. Ne it affects your mood. If you are able to adapt this principle, austerity of hearing, so you'll be very selective in whatever you are doing. the austerity of the touch. Is it okay? Network. Austerity is very important in our life, but adia esese unhuni say austerity enye only austerity by not eating. It's not only austerity of eating and nkwa na austerity. It's okay. Not only eating is austerity. Austerity of the mind. Enema udin then na wudin. Then and I wudin all the time. Adwin we enjoy dream, because that is how it was created. It will continue to think, but what do you always meditate upon within your mind? What are the things enema bena aya wo dwen ho all the time e wo wutirim? Se enema ba wutirim a, how are you able to select the papa ene boni? And I say ukani ni na bom na wadwini ni na ho. So if you're able to do that, that means austerity of the mind, because o select enema odwin. Obia kasema chireo anase obia ye obone, then na wodwin afa nipa ne ho, then na wodwin afa nipa ne ho, enema ben na o kan afa nipa ne ho. These are all austerity of the mind. Adia wodwin ho no, are you selecting them? O selecting say ade we na me pese me ye, ade we na me pese me dwen ho, ntini se we ba me chimu a, I have to shuffle it, remove the shafts from it and throw it away, and the one remaining, which is the good one, that should be the things I meditate upon or dwell on them. Because adwinwe se bibi bia wani hwe, bibi bia wanoka, bibi bia waso ebetia, all these things accumulative in the mind. Wajinimu ntini se uyo bia we are selective enema we eba utrimu a, you are able to select the ye good no na wa the enye no watu agu. But se one selecting na ni na bomu a, na udwini ni na ho a, ene ne create bad things for us, ebe physically, spiritually no emboa. Ntino austerity enye se undidi wachi uyam kom ende eye ekadasi ntino ende die undidi. Yes, you will not eat, but you feed your mind on negative things. You feed your mouth on negative things. Inema ehunhia na oka. It's austerities no enye se only stomach say oh ende de mechiri me yam kom ntino mindidi menum nsuo, but you are feeding your mind o kohye enema bia ehunhia. Wako platform so bia obi eka obi ho asem edidi nipa natem na wafa wo phone kra no wa comment say nipa we kra no onim nyansa, nipa we onye say and is onye say. But you have been able to observe austerity for the stomach, but you have not been able to control or practice the austerity of the mind, the eye, the tongue. Tinobi bia uye austerity bia no, esese inyema we nina is esese eye parallel, all should be in a straight line. Ni nina was straight line. Sena ubetimi enya mfasupa efiso. You can get good results from it. Huh? Because say all fasting into no na wakwa ukodi obi atem. Wakwa ye obi. All fasting tino na bibibia na oshe. You don't care about it. You think that you are fasting or you are doing austerity. You will not gain anything. So if you are doing this austerity, all these senses should be on the same line. Asema obeka, adia wani beshe, adia wasubeti no, adia obedwini hu should go the same with the stomach, because so undidi ya, the body becomes weak. Yes, if you are doing austerity, you see that your body becomes very weak, but the mind becomes very active. The mind becomes very active. Ntino obibia, you want to build spiritually, no? Austerity should be your routine, your activities. Something that you have adapted to your lifestyle. Austerity should be part of you. Austerity is very important. Now me pese me chire ade bi, because bibi bia obeye no eso ewo nsunsuanso. But I am mostly no, I am nka the bad side of it. Always they project the good side. But today I want you to understand some things about austerity. That if you adapt this, if you practice this, wow, no matter where you are, no matter which faith you belong to, it will help you. Efa austerity. Minim say nkrofo bebree ewo adwen bi say opese wunya tumi a, you can do austerity. Yes, I have seen a lot of people, especially in Ghana, say osofo bi beji din a, ose mako Atria mountains, mako Atria mountains, me koye 30 days fasting, me koye 15 days fasting, me koye 40 days fasting. It doesn't matter how long you did your austerity. It doesn't matter how many years or how many months you did the austerity. It depends on the consciousness of the fasting. I've heard from so many big pastors, big spiritual leaders who underwent so many austerity to achieve some potency. Bibibia mo di edomanim, so they want to get some potency bia, some tumin bia, ebetimi amo oma aboa mo ni oma dwuma omo ye no, ebetimi aboa wo. But mostly no, omo nka the side effect of it, omo can the good side. But and then me pese me kire wo enema bia, so bibia opese wo ya akonche no. There are 3 states I say you have to belong to. These 3 platforms, no, you have to choose one that you want to belong to. Austerity. We hear austerity power. You get good results. But we hear austerity in a wrong way, you will get bad results. if you do austerity in a mood of goodness, ubenya good results. But we in a way upesa wo de say adia ubenya bad results out of it. Tino nkofo bebre eko kochire omyamukom fasting and prayers no mo ye niema bebre to attract some mercy of the Lord. But a kwan ben so any a dream consciousness ben any one nipa ni trim or the year this austerity. And no the foundation of fasting. A dream ben a wo dwene. A dream ben any wo trim odi koye akonche no. A dream ben any wo trim. We have different elements, elemental spirits who are around. They are dominating everywhere. There are so many places. So the mode of your austerity can attract some of these elementals. So our country now say it need the right purpose. It will attract those elementals into your life. You see, say a lot of people, but there are some beings that are speaking to them. There are beings that using them because of the austerity they did that attracts those kind of beings into them. Ntina esese wo hwe ni ye bibia ewo kwampa no ye wo kwambone so ewo ho ye won krofo bibria because they know say Atria mountains baby mountains and krofo ko ho no makọ omukoye fasting na omu ba no omu abenya some potency bi ntina obia soria na okoho Bia sorry no kwa Atria mountains or mountains be so no akowe baby no akoye some austerity bi akoye fasting bi say me pese me ya konchi bi na nyame. Yes, because of the mindset no ebe attracting that kind of beings into them. They will not know they will aware of it, but they will be manipulated by those elementals. Timesre say austerity is very good for people who want to advance spiritually, but you have to get the proper understanding of this austerity thing. How pesa we no a den is many so am pesa me minya efi austerity ni mu then am pesa minya free mu. Yes, sometimes when the things becomes very difficult for you, you want to undergo some austerity that will help you to attract the mercy of God. So it's very, very important. You have to know what you want. You have to know what you want. And yes, so fiti ya na we austerity, we fasting. And yet de bia ni austerity, and yet de bia ni fasting. And I make can say austerity is not just only abstaining from food or water. You have to check say adie wo adwimu no, adie fi wanu mu ba, adie wani ebehye, adie wo dwen no, all are in the same line with what you are doing. That is austerity. That is austerity. Tinobi bia opese you want to undergo you opese we ye austerity bia no. Know what you want. Adia opese unye free mu. Ese o ti adia opese unye free mu ase. Na when why nhihemu ehun say emre sei na me ye this austerity a ebe boa me. Like this month of Kartik is very auspicious to perform austerity. Uye austerity bia in this month is times 100. Adia ubenya no eyembohumbohu 100. Until this month, based on astrological calculation on this month, from last month 31st to this month 30th, is very auspicious for anybody to perform austerity. Not only not eating, but austerity of the mind, austerity of the eye, the austerity of the mouth, austerity of the ear. Bibibia enye bibibia na sese utie, enye bibibia na sese wodi wano eka, enye bibibia na sese wodi wani hye. If you are able to do these things rightly, it invokes the divine presence in your life. If you're able to do this in the right way, it invokes good energy into your life. But if you don't do this, you attract negative elementals into your life. Yes. Dinasi yesheni ye say ye pese ya konchine obi a pese ya konchine because what is say o ya konchine a unya tumi bi anase bibisa ade a wodi wani asiso no. You have to understand say ade a me be yi ekwan ben so na metimi afa so a menya the right or good results from it, because one here the same process will lead you in different way. It will lead you in a different way. Austerity is very important in the life of any spiritual practitioner. Anyone who is trying to develop spiritually, you have to take this as your it should be part of your activities, your part of your life. Austerity. Any bibi bia na obedi, any bibi bia na obehye, any asem bia na ode wa no beka, any asem bia na ode wani ebehye, any asem nyina, any bibi bia na ode waso we ebetie, any bibi bia na obedwen hu ewotrim. These are all austerities. Then people who were able to follow this system rightly, they achieve so many blessings, so many mercies from the Lord. You can go. You see, say Jesus Christ of fasting for 40 days. He fasted for 40 days. When did he? He was able to get the divine potency. He was able to operate with the divine frequency. Jesus Christ of fasting for 40 days, even see all the temptation he had. Sometimes they say in the Bible, "Anabonsambaye, anabonsambe testing." Satan came and tested Jesus Christ, but the purport, the understanding is that it's not Satan, it's the mind. The mind tested him. The mind tested Jesus Christ to see. Sometimes we see Satan. No, it's not Satan. It was the mind was testing God, Jesus Christ. The mind was testing Jesus Christ for him to see if he's purified of that activity or because austerity should purify you. So we are austerity as a purify you. Once obey austerity na nibufu ntema, that means the person did austerity in a mood of passion. So bibia oya akonchire na nibuafu. And also oya sofupeni and also odidomonim na oya akonche na bibia na nibuafu ontimi control na no didi obi ya temu a that person is in a mood of passion and ignorance. Obi bia oye austerity in genuinely, you see, say the person becomes sober, the person develop humility, the person become very calm in nature, the person doesn't always, very anxious to get something. Me say obi bia oye austerity no, the austerity should purify you. It should be able to purify your senses, purify your mind, your intelligence, your eye. It say purify you if you are doing it in the right way. But so in the right way, you develop ego. That is one thing. You become very proud. Pride develops in your heart. Always you feel yourself superior than people. You see, say, you think, say, oh, I'm very spiritually advanced than people because mitimi yam kom, mitimi fasting, mitimi ayese. So any austerity that we are undergoing or we are trying to adapt those things in our life should purify us. As you say, it purify you. One of the things, as you say, very common for people to see, say, this austerity that you are doing is affecting your life is that you develop compassion. You develop compassion for everybody, every living entity. That shows that the austerity you are doing is having effect on you, is having good effect on you. But you are doing austerity and it's creating you, it's making you to do more harm to other living entities. That means it's not austerity. And your austerity, now sorry, you wake up in the morning, early in the morning, you eat to your satisfaction. Then throughout the day you will not eat. Then in the evening you eat. That is not austerity. That is in the mood of ignorance. And that austerity result is you become very proud, arrogant, you become envious. This is what will rise in your heart. That is what will develop in your heart. But if you are able to do austerity with pure consciousness, that is goodness. The qualities you develop is compassion, humility, and the attitude to serve others. This will rise in your heart. These are the things that a bit developing, a bit to awaken in your heart, because you are doing it in the right consciousness. You will develop a lot of negative influence, negative energies. It's not, see, in Crophobe now they are being manipulated by elementals, but they themselves, they don't know. They don't know. They are being used by elementals. Sometimes they are not Crophobe say, so asophobe brain, Crophobe almost shishem we see. Many of them, majority of them, they don't hear God's what they hear is some elementals, maybe Motia Kasabi. because why yet some austerity be anamotia and I said these elementals is dominating in his life. Wabefa na ordinary juma, but nipa no he may not know. Onim, but all the time you hear say you can't say much no. Yes. Tin obi bia wo ya konti na esese wo hwe ni yie. Esese wo hwe ni yie. Ese hu say wadwen wo senses no wadwen wani wano nini na eye the same level with uyem na wo kire ne kom no. Anya asembia na obeka, anya asembia na obetie, anya asembia na obeka kire nkrofon da bi. Tinese ohwe enema we ye, then you get good results from whatever austerity that you are performing. Whatever austerity that you are doing, you gain good results from. Like ene ekadasi. Ene ekadasi a fasting for all the practitioners, all Vedic practitioners. It's, you know, people who are under this platform, and I say they are following this process. You know, they know the importance of fasting on Ekadasi. It's, you know, austerity should bring compassion. Austerity should bring compassion, humility. So if we are not seeing this in our life, then we have to check what we are doing. We have to check it very well. Check it very well. You have been doing austerity for how many years? 20 years, 30 years, all the time, but you are not seeing any good results. If you follow this process, if you follow these things I may describe here much so following in systematically, try much as possible to follow them, you achieve good results from it. You will tell me, say you gain a lot from it. Timesro bibia so pesa we akontia analyze hwade a wo pesa wo ye adwen wo wutrim. Because Mika say there are many people in the Vedic literatures they fasted for thousands of years because omu person munya tumi no mudidi bone na omu sa omunya tumi no but ekusi wo msen. So the best is to be in a good consciousness, in a mood of goodness, then you gain good results. That will help you and benefit your generations. Timeda obi biasi se obunya amrebeti yen. You came on the platform to understand austerity. I said austerity austerity is not only fasting from the stomach, fasting from food. Austerity, when you are doing austerity of the mind, austerity of the eyes, the austerity of the mouth and the ear, whatever you are hearing, these are very important in our life. A very deep, but if you sit down and analyze it very well, you will get something from it, and it will help your life. It will benefit you, and you also can share with people. Timeda Obibiase on the 14th of this month, which is Saturday, on the 14th of this month, Saturday, we are a very auspicious day. A Amavasia, but it's considered very auspicious. A dark moon day. is Amavasya, dark moon day. It's very auspicious for that day to perform Lakshmi Homa Puja. Now, that day, you can see a ceremony bia, you can see ubibia in your son for so. You can see ubia in your son for so. Into the message obibia say in my previous video, make I say obibia you can get. I know me chino and sheda nye papa. Into I always I want to speak English so that at least main coffin. Yes. You can get rice, good rice, and ye be brebia why? Maybe unsa full, handful, rice handful, millet handful, and also whole wheat. Unsa wheat, normally the any man say a powder. But oko jaswa oko marketer ubisa say wheat na ayet say emo no wheat na ayet say emo no omo be kire wo. You can get handful of this three things. Grains is very important in everybody's life. Obi bia di grains, obi adi emo, obi edi emo. And these grains, say uyi free abraboma, it becomes very difficult for us. The grains are very, very important. Me pese me chire adibi. Na obi bia obi bia no. It will help you. Obi bia obeye adiwi no. It's different from on the 14th what I'm going to do. Bibia obey sadi we sika empa wonsemu da. Anybody who is able to follow these things I'm going to say, you will never lack money in your life. Adia me bechiri se udi echiri oya constantly ebeboa na sika empa ufie da. Always there will be money for you. Always good fortune will come to your house. And it said every day try much as possible to give birds 1 cup of rice. Birds. Give them 1 cup of rice every day. Sisika empare wufie da. It's a science. Do it. So obibia you are conversant with whatever we are doing. If you are unim those kind of things before you offer this rice, you offer it to Lakshmi, Goddess Lakshmi. Onini, Goddess Lakshmi. Onini. Yes, Sika Yedino. That is her form. You see Sika. That is the personality. Goddess Lakshmi. You know this our system. You can offer this rice to Goddess Lakshmi first. Bring in the picture, small picture, there. Okay? Then every morning you offer incense and flowers in the morning. Then you offer this raw rice to her. then you give it to the birds. Adia making, so we are, you give testimony. Obeka say, you give me, you Obeka tell me say adia mekai inyama esisi wo wabrabo. Just do it. Why? Intino on the 14th, these grains, are obinyano. No what 2 disposable plates. 2 disposable plates are what the rice, any millet, whole wheat, no one mixing it together. You mix them together. Rice, whole wheat, millet. These 3 things, you mix them together. You mix it together. Then you come on live. You come on live when I'm doing the ceremony. On the 14th of this month, this is on Saturday, I'm doing this ceremony. 8:30 Nigerian time. 8:30 Nigerian time. You have your rice, millet, whole wheat, mix them together, put it in the disposable plate. You get two plates. So put one. You put all the grains on one. Then come on live. I will tell you what you should do. Please try and come on time, because the moment I start the ceremony, I will not be able to speak. So try much as possible to come on time that day. Come on time. I will give the direction what you should do. If you come late and you start asking me, I will not be able to answer, because I have to focus on that program. I have to focus on that program. Tinisauba life. Come on time. I will tell you what you should do with the grains. Then after the ceremony, I will tell you what you should do with the grains. Because so person unya emfaso efa adia me chire. You also should spend time. You should dedicate time and do it. Enye bibi bia no bia betimi ayama. Sometimes we can teach you something na ebe boa. We can teach you adia we ya ebe boa wankasa wabrabo. So this is the time I want to teach you. I want you to maximize your spiritual development, spiritual piety or blessings. I want you to gain from this. It's once in a year. This ceremony, it happens only once in a year. Don't be late. Please come on time and hear the instructions and follow them systematically. And I bet you your life will not be the same if you do this ceremony with focused mind, with faith. You will gain a lot. You will gain from it. Timeda obi biase se wo join yen. Nyame hyiramo, nyame enka mo ho. Na bibia edam akoma so esre nyankopon se obema bibia abem. Now before that day, I will do another live. I think on Friday evening, I'll do live again and mainly talk about this program. See, minimi say obi bia opese oya konchin bia no. Think about it. Share adia opese unye free mo. Na yen the right way, so that you can gain a lot. Me metna ha embedidi obi atem. Me pese me kan niema ebe boa wa wo ye wo abrabo ma ebe boa. I would have kept this knowledge to myself. But that is not what we are taught. And yes, and yes, son, you train say, you share with others, you share with people. The more you share, the more you get. It's knowledge we know. Me in fact, and share me who na me woo ediako. No, I want to share with you so that you also can help yourself, help people around you. Medamu ni na amase. Nyame inshraw onka ho abre ni na.